Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade, back playing some more Farming Simulator 17. Hey, we're back at Giants Island here, and we are in the, I hate to say the last episode, but it's not really the last episode. It's the last episode for now. We're going to put this series on the shelf, and maybe we'll come back to it. Maybe we won't. We don't know. Depends on what kind of maps they come out with in the future here on Farm Sim, but definitely putting this one on the shelf. I'll just say for now. So let's see what we've done. We finally got all the fields plowed together here. Let's see. And I tell you, I went ahead and did this. Field, what is this one? 4 and 5. I went ahead and combined them. I said I probably wasn't going to do it, but I went ahead and did it. I think it turned out pretty well. So both of those fields are together now. As a matter of fact, 5, 8, 7, and 6 are together. So is 9, and 10 is down there all by its lonesome. So I did not plow that one together. But all of the rest of that is. 13 and 14, they're plowed together. And then you've got 27, 26, 28, and 25. It's all plowed together. And then you go down to the southeast, and you've got 24 plus all that little cluster there, 23, 22, 21, 20, and 19. All of that is plowed together. And then you have 17, 18, 15, and 16 all plowed together, kind of like in a U shape over there now. Or an upside down U, I guess it'd have to be, because it's north and south there. And then, of course, 1, 2, and 3. You can really see this when you go to the map on here. Go to growth. And you can really see where everything is plowed. It's not completely grown yet. I wanted to take a look at it before it completely grew. I left this little bit of corn down here in 24 and then planted this all together, so this should be ready to go at the same time. I think I left my growth on actually up here. That's why this is actually yellow up there, but the rest of it should be in sync, all dark green. But you can see here's that field all together. Here's this one all together. This one. This is the biggest one, and I think I put soybeans in this one and in this one. And then this one here, and of course the first one that we did, which was 12 and 11. It is still in the same shape pretty much. So let's go walk around, or jump off the building just like that. Let's see, what do I want to take? I've got all my equipment nice and organized and stowed away. I think I'll take one of these tractors. Put my beacons on here. And yeah, I've still got some trees down. I'm going to leave them down because, like I said, if I ever do come back to this map, which I could come back to it and pick up the series for, a few more episodes or, something like that. Could definitely be worth come back and clean these trees up. And there's more work that could be done on this map. I could cut all these trees here and plow all this together if I wanted to. Or just cut them down and pick up on animals or something like that. Got sunflower out here. Look at that beautiful sunflower. The way the hills roll out there. Plowed all that together. Beautiful, beautiful sunflower. I like how they kind of point towards the sun, wherever they imagine the sun to be. But a lot of sunflower here. So I'll tell you what, I can take one of these trucks. This might be better. It might be quicker. Just to drive around with one of these trucks. So we'll go out the back way this time. And I've got canola over here. Planted canola in this field 4 and 5 and all those little fields together. This is the only map that I haven't turned the traffic off. It's still going. But we've got plenty of sunflower out here in this field. This is all one big field now. So it is ready to go. Well, it's not ready to go. Still got one more little last growth stage to finish, but that's that. We'll make a loop up here and take a look at the wheat. Still got some trees down up here that need to be cleaned up, but like I said, if I'm going to leave them there, and if I ever get back to this map, I'll clean them up. So here's the wheat. Got it all the way up to the hill now, and this is just one big field that this road loops around here. And you can see what's grown and what's not. That was my fault. I left while I was planting, I left the growth stage on, so it should look Should look pretty good once we get it all grown here. Matter of fact, I can probably turn the clock on. Let me go back down to this tractor. There's the corn. All of this is corn. I wonder if I can get up here where you can see it. Got this whole field planted in corn. Big field planted in corn over here. So let me tab back down to this guy. And we will see if we can turn that up. I'll go ahead and real time it. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I may stop it this afternoon if it finishes, if we can get it to finish growing here. But this is wheat, planted wheat all up in this field up at the north part. I will say this is an excellent map. Oh, and they got a great demand for wheat. How about that? This is an excellent map for grass. I mean, there's grass all over this map. I mean, if you wanted to do sheep or cows, you know, do the hay part for cows, this is the map to do it on because there's grass everywhere. I mean, these hills are covered with grass, and they're pretty smooth for the most part. And like I said, this road, it actually loops around this hill here, so you got plenty out here. Just grass for days. It's really crazy that there's this much grass. And even on the other side over there, there's grass. Look at this hill. You could mow that hill. That would be a challenge, actually, to mow. Drive up it. Would you mow this from the side, kids, or straight up and down like this? I would say straight up and down like this, and then turn at the top and come down. I don't know. That's kind of steep there. Maybe leave that one alone and just mow around the base of it. So yeah, like I said, grass for days. I guess if you really wanted to challenge, you could plow some of that up and turn it into field, but I don't know. I'd probably keep it as is now. I think our fields right now are looking pretty good as far as, you know, what the yield is going to be on them. And looks like it's going to turn out pretty good once we get it all grown at the same growth rate. And it sounds like they are raking the hay behind my house. I have a hay field behind my house here, and it sounds like they're out there raking it. They came and cut it while I was at work, so sounds like they're raking that up. And maybe baling it too. I don't know. I'll have to check on that here in just a few minutes. But it is a sunny day, so it's a good day to get out and do it. Alright, looks like the growth has taken over here, the last growth state. Yep, looks like all the wheat's ready back there. Canola's ready to go. We'll drive back down this way. Actually, let's go this way. We'll go check out the rest of it over here. So yeah, and like I said, if I ever decide to come back here, I could cut these trees and plow this up too and connect it to this field. Or just keep it as grass. Either one. But I would probably plow this up if I had the choice to do it. It's pretty smooth. There's a few little rolling hills here, but I mean, for the most part, it's pretty smooth. And then you got all this grass over here, even more grass. Like I said, this is the map for grass. If you wanted to really get into sheep or cows, this would be the map for you. Because there's so much grass here. So much potential. And I'll tell you, if I hadn't plowed this field the way I did, there would be a ton of grass around it. And see, the sheep are right back over there. So you'd be fairly close to your sheep. And then you got trees out here, and you'd have more grass out there to mow, and a ton of grass over here. Grass, 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 grass. I know that's all I'm talking about is grass, but I mean, it's grass for days. So definitely possibilities with this map if you haven't played it yet. I really encourage you to. It's a great map. So I planted soybeans down here. This is 13 and 14. Got the canola back over that way. And you can see let me get up on this truck. You can see we plowed all that together and planted it all together there. So all of that is canola. And all of this is soybeans. So 13 and 14, all soybeans. And then we get down to those fields down there. Those are all soybeans. Now there's one field that I did not buy. And I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to buy it. I've got the money to probably afford it, but I'm not going to buy it. It's this one right here. There's plenty of grass around it, but it's a small field, and that's not the reason why I'm not buying it. I'm not going to buy it because if I ever do decide to come back to this map, there will be a goal. And there's still the goal of buying this small field, so I may come back to this map. I don't know, I may not. Just depends on what the future holds as far as new maps coming out and stuff like that. Because I mean, if there's new, better maps that come out, I'd hate to say that a map might be better than this one, but I would say there are some that I think are a little bit better, a little more challenging, a little bit more fun to work. So one of those being like the old stream. Now, granted, the map is smaller than this one, but I don't know. It's just got a like a realistic, rustic charm to it. And then there's always Goldcrest Valley. I'm still working on that map, and we've got American Outback and Mustang Valley and Hagenstadt and the old Westbridge Hills. I'll always like Westbridge Hills. That was one of the first maps that I played on. That one in Bjornholm, and I don't think I'll go back to Bjornholm. Really don't. I think Bjornholm was a Farm Sim 15 thing, and I think I'm going to leave it to rest right there. So it's turning nighttime now. We'll turn our lights on and drive around here for the rest of the duration. And this is the cornfield. Planted all corn up here. And now, I mean, some of you might be thinking, okay, what about these forests over here? These thick woodland areas. Well, really, I would love to have been able to clear this out and plow it up. There's only one problem: the texture, the ground texture. I'll get out here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. See these weeds? I'm going to call them weeds. They almost look like poison oak or something, or poison ivy. Well, no, it's not poison ivy. I think it's more like poison oak. But these weeds here are a texture that stick above the ground. So yeah, technically I could plow this ground and it would look like plowed ground, but this little texture, these little weeds, would stick up above that plowed ground. And that would just be a problem. So I don't think it'll work. If they ever change that texture, I mean, I could come back, we could extend this field, make it bigger. But I don't think that's going to happen. You never know, though. They could release an update for this map. Oh, the sunflowers. I almost forgot to drive around them. It's actually pretty dark. I might ought to wait a little bit, but I don't think that's going to be a good idea. We need to keep it going here. So this is the sunflowers. We can actually just drive this loop here. I think there's enough light to see, enough moonlight. So I planted sunflowers all in this field. This was actually field 16 right here to our right. So what I did, I came around, plowed all of this together. Basically, you can just make a loop here around these woods, and this is all sunflower still. Just make another loop right there, and it comes around like that. It's kind of like an upside down U. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh man, looks like we got a forecast for snow or hail or something. There's our tractor. We'll get it back in just a second. And like I said, I still got trees to clean up. Got them here and on the other side of the cows over there. Park this right here, tap down to my tractor. So yeah, everything is ready to go. If we do decide to come back, everything's ready to harvest. We'll have a good harvest to initiate. So I'm gonna park all this stuff back kind of neat and organized here, to the best of my ability anyway. And you know, I find it funny. Look in this shed here. Let me get this backed in here. I never used that seed or the liquid fert. So I've got all the original seed from the very first episode still here, and all the liquid fert from the very first episode still here. I think that's funny. Well, I didn't shut the engine off. I'm going to run up all the gas and we won't have any to come back to. Alright. So yeah, I extended the silos here, and I'll go park this over here. Getting almost daylight here. We're starting to see a little bit come back. Shoot a little basketball here. See if I'm any good. If I can remember how to throw it. Nope, let's jump. There you go. Oh, almost. Almost had that one. That was almost a 3-point. Really? Come on, I gotta make one goal. One goal. Let me grab the other. Maybe that ball's defective. Here we go. Yeah, I think that ball was defective. Alright. 3 points. Oh, you gotta be kidding. I think both of the balls are defective. Stop ball. Maybe I should jump and do it. Or come back a little further. There we go. Got one. So that's good enough for me. Alright guys, well, this is it for Giants Island. We'll come back maybe sometime in the future. And I basically just built a little ladder here so I could get up on this roof. Whoop, yep, there we go. So yeah, sun's coming up here, rising in the east over there. And the map here will be ready to go. I'll go ahead and turn that off so we can save the morning time here. And there's plenty to harvest. Got barley back over there, and canola here, soybeans down there, and wheat up north there across the hill, sunflower to our east, and corn down to the southeast down there. So I guess until next time, guys, maybe we'll come back to this map and harvest these fields and finish cleaning up and do some more work here. But until then, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade. We'll see you guys next time.